Alright, what's going on, guys? I have an announcement before we even start. I've officially started streaming, and you can catch me live at twitch.tv/prize_sensei, and you can tell that I've been going live because my stats have been suffering. My equipment is not geared towards streaming, and so it's had a big hit on my performance these last couple of days. I'm starting to get better. I'm starting to get used to the lag. I'm starting to get used to the latency with it. Hopefully I don't have to get used to it. We just upgrade our stuff, but you know, that's not what this video is about. This video is actually about exploits. It's a little bit of a dirty video today. We're gonna be looking at 5 different exploits. Well, not some of them aren't different. Some of them are actually just like derivatives of other exploits, but these are 5 exploits that you should be aware of in your games. Quick disclaimer before we start, I do not condone any of these methods. I would not use them myself. They weren't in the game. However, I think the only one I really do use pretty often now is the fast pick method. Kind of spoilers on that one. That's going to be the first one anyway that we're going to talk about, but I don't recommend using them, and I think they should all be patched. I don't think they're healthy towards the game, and especially if Fortnite wants to enter esports and be a competitive game, these should not be in these games. They don't promote healthy playstyles. Now, a lot of these methods provide big benefits while negating most of the risk involved with it. So that's primarily why I highlight these 5 in particular. Some of these are actually pretty old as well. Alright, and so the first method we're going to talk about here is going to be Fast Pick 2.0. Fast Pick has already been in the game, however it's been patched one time. This one is a new one, which is not quite as fast as it used to be, but still pretty fast. You harvest materials at a faster rate than is intended. To replicate this, you're going to want to change your first emote slot to the wave. You should have this. I think everyone has it. And then all you have to do is go into your controls, select locker emote slot 1, slot that to a key. Some people use a right mouse button for it. Now, usually this method isn't supposed to interfere with ADS, but I've seen many other streamers and myself even use right click and just wave in the middle of a gunfight trying to ADS. Instead, I put it on T. T used to be my repair wall slot. For now, I guess it's just going to be that fast pick until it's out. I'll just use Y for repairing walls. But getting into this, you're going to hit left click, then your button. In my case, it'd be T. You don't want to do it too fast because you won't register the first hit. I would play around with the speeds. You can do this after every second hit. You can do left click T, left click, left click, left click T, left click, left click, left click T, left click, left click. And you can do it pretty much at that rhythm once you have it down. Again, this method is one that I actually feel like it's not too obstructive, and I would really like Epic to have some type of incentive for hitting the circles on materials, maybe more material gain if you hit more circles consecutively on a single structure. That would bring more incentive to actually hit them circles other than just breaking something faster. So that's the basics of how to do this and what it is. Moving on. Alright, so the next one's going to be the crouch peek or the ghost peek. This has been popularized by Tefue. A lot of people are starting to catch on now to this one. It's possibly the most popular bug. As you can see, I can't really do it too well here. In fact, I'm not even doing it right here because I don't have it actually bound, the proper key bindings for it. But basically, what you want to do is go into your settings, and you're just going to bind your secondary buttons for crouch, jump, and shoot to something like 4, 5, and 6, or F1, F2, or 3. Something that you can just roll your fingers over to hit the 3 inputs. For your first input, it's going to be jump, then your second one's going to be shoot, and the third one's going to be crouch. Alright, and in that order, you want to roll from your first one, so from jump to shoot to crouch, and you just want to roll your finger across that. It's going to crouch peek for you. It's actually kind of broken. When you do this kind of crouch peek, you should not be on low ground like I am here. You should be probably on high ground so that, you know, your head, if it peeks out, or the highest ground, so if it peeks out, it doesn't really matter. Here in this case, you know, I'm not actually trying to do it, I'm just trying to show you what it is. This method is actually very toxic to the game. I don't think that you should use this method. It makes you a worse player because you don't actually know how to engage people. You just know how to roll your fingers across 3 buttons. So it does make you it definitely does lower your skill cap. On top of that, it's probably gonna get patched, but it still hasn't to this point. But until it is patched, I want to bring awareness to its existence and have everyone know how it's done, how people are doing it easily. That's what people are doing. right now. Not really gonna sit too much on this one because a lot of people have seen it already and have seen how it works. This next one, I actually found out about it like a day ago, and it's kind of prompted me to make this entire video. This one came to light and I'm just baffled that so many of these exploits are still out while other ones are being discovered. Getting into this one, this is the roof crouch peek, and this one is so broken because you don't even have to expose yourself to danger. You will not be shot. So basically all you do is you make a roof and you edit the two opposite angles, and it makes this sort of weird upside down V shape with this roof. It's very strange looking, and at just the right angle you're able to actually peek over. You can take shots without actually being shot. This one's actually super broken because you don't have to peek over to actually take the shots. You're just head glitching within your own roof. And so this last method is one that's actually a little scary. It's I couldn't figure out how to do it the first day that I tried it, but now I've sort of got it down. You can actually phase through your edits. Simple as that. We're just gonna call it phase editing. We've seen it before in different cases wherein people jump through your walls and your ramps, but you can actually do this on your own. You can replicate it yourself by jumping through your own walls anytime you like. Now all you have to do is make a wall, have a confirmed edit ready, such as a window, a door. You're actually able to just jump straight through if you're able to time it right. You have to time the jump very precisely, otherwise you won't go through. So here I did it twice, and then I actually figured out another method, but you can actually just sit inside your wall. If you edit, confirm the edit while you're just barely in the middle and you're in the wall, so you can sit inside your own wall, and if someone passes around the corner you can shoot them without even having to pop out. You can pop out if you wanted to, but you don't even have to pop out. So that's gonna be it for this video. Please bear with me. I know I'm not the best speaker. It's kind of cringy to even listen back to what I'm saying, but I promise that eventually these videos will get better. Or maybe they won't. Maybe we will just switch up the style on what kind of videos we make. But either it'll get better or it'll change up. So just stick with it. But for now, that's gonna be all. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the channel, subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna be out. Bye.